honestly, I guess I'm a little passionate about it. I hated fucking referees, okay?
Yeah.
That's the deal. But I don't know many people that like them. There's not many fans that like them.
No, that's
I
what I
don't
was
think
saying.
many
It's like,
other players like them.
can you imagine
I mean,
just walking into work, any job, and everyone's just like, boo,
yeah,
boo,
I freaking hate you.
like, it's just like, I mean, no one likes them. I think they're just, I don't know.
They come out on the ice first before the game. They skate around like look at us, we skate fast, and then the game starts, and everybody is all over them, right? They come out and warm up before the teams do, right? They're always out there whipping around, getting ready, and then the puck
You
drops.
think it's just a natural, like, oh, this guy's by the fucking rules, like, kind of like, fuck this guy, like, just in general? It's like you play, like, you play basketball, as a kid, and, like, the guy's always foul, like, calling up. It's like, dude, fucking, like, maybe that's what it is.
Let us play a little bit.
Yeah.
Every season we see one thing in the NHL during the regular season, then playoffs come, and everything changes. The whistles kind of go away. You hear it in social media. You hear the fans bitching and moaning. Everybody screaming about the referees. Now, remember when they were going to take Slashing out of the game and how everybody went totally batshit over it, saying, oh, my God, that's a penalty. Well, eventually the players got it, and Slashing has gone way down in the NHL. Guys had to be more responsible with their stick. Back when I played, you could two-hand the guy and it just wouldn't get called, depending on what mood the referee was in. Anyway, come playoff time, they let it go, like, forget about it. In this day and age, I know the NHL is, they've acknowledged, certainly they had a problem with Slashing back then. And after last year's Stanley Cup playoffs, when Austin Matthews was getting cross-checked left and right by Sherratt, Edmondson, Weber in that series against Montreal, there was a lot of screaming and yelling. Well, this year, obviously the NHL, which we don't see often, they acknowledged that they had an issue with the refereeing, and they came down in the beginning of the season and said, listen, the NHL the referees have to cut down and come down on the cross-checking penalty, because they haven't. Defensemen could cross-check anybody they want in front of the net all the time. A forward comes in and does it sometimes and knocks his D-man down and get called. What's a cross-check? It happens every shift in a game. Now, so far this playoff season, they're calling penalties. So far this season, we're seeing it. Will it continue? I don't know. The referees, again, they're always a point of contention. They're not going to be perfect.
Isn't it just all? This is like I feel like this is like an ongoing problem. You think this is ever going to be like the referees get on the ice and the first thing is like everyone fucking boos them, right? Yeah. Like everyone's just like boo.
Who wants to be one? Right?
Are they ever going to be like come on the ice and people are standing like ovation cheering these guys on? Like I just don't know. Like how do you even fix what we're talking about? Like I feel like every year. Like, how do you fix that? I mean, not saying you have the answers or anything. It's just kind of a question.
I guess people want more consistency. And we've seen it with the Slashing now. That's gone, they've kind of got that under control. It's still going to happen, but not like it used to. And the cross-checking, I mean, you could call it every shift. And then what happens to the game, right? Right? Because it does happen every shift. Someone gets cross-checked, and they don't all get called. So then it's left up to the referee to decide, when am I going to call this? All right. So, the Rangers are up in the game 5-1, say, and one of the Rangers cross-check someone. Boom.
Power and play. Well, there's like you've played. I mean, there's always like as a player, like, hey, they owe us one, right? Like, there is no perfect. I don't know. I mean. I just think like if I was out in a position in a job and I was like, man, if I don't make this call, like Frazier said, like there's he still fucking bites it from the missed high stick call back in like fucking 90s whatever, and I'm just thinking like if I miss a call I'm gonna get death threats. I couldn't imagine. I don't know, it's hard to judge that role, but I get obviously everything that goes on and people the inconsistency and all that. I do get that. I never really had an issue personally. I know you hate refs. I mean, I think you just always hate them.
Right? Listen, as people on the street, I like referees. On the ice, I don't.
But they put that fucking zebra shirt on, like they're done to you. They're dead to you. It. Okay.
Listen, I guess I always had a little problem with authority, if you know what I mean.
Okay. But, so this is a Chris problem, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's a Chris problem. Yeah, it's a Chris problem. And listen, I'll preface all of these comments I make from here on out about referees that I had 3,034 minutes in penalties, I think, something like that. And I deserved probably 98% of them. So
you had 20 goals too once.
I got screwed.
You did have 20 goals.
I got screwed 2% of the time. And yeah, the 20 was good. Yeah.
20 awesome. Stanley Cup. Yeah. I mean, hey.
You know what's a shocker, Tim? That I actually had a penalty shot at the Montreal Forum.
You did?
Yep.
What happened? Can you give us the play? Give us the play. You know, I want the play by what went on in your head. Were you thinking about doing like the fucking lacrosse move? Like, what were you thinking at that time?
I was
just
nervous.
Running the goalie. Maybe that was more like I'm just going to run the goalie.
You sound like one of my teammates. Craig Ludwig was yelling off the bench, "Dump it in!" And it's hilarious. And I was nervous, as like one can be nervous, right? And I remember Bob Gainey came out to me at center ice when I'm getting ready to go. I'm standing, 18,000 people going crazy. Can't believe I got a penalty shot. And Bob Gainey came out to me and he said, "Listen, forget about what they all said there on the bench. Just do whatever you think is right." And right
block
there,
out your teammates on this.
I just calm me right down. And I went in and I faked the shot and I pulled it to my backhand. I threw it upstairs on the backhand. And the roof come off of the place. No one could believe I scored. It was against Winnipeg. It was Patrick Waugh's first game. And I ended up with 2 goals and assists that game. I was kind of like a Gretzky night for me. It's like what Gretzky did every night. Pens, Rangers, like the other night, 3 overtimes. Hello. On that goal, you can question. You know,
what is the rule though? Like, I mean, isn't it like kind of like
as a player going to the net, you have to do everything you can to avoid contact with the goaltender in the crease. And here you are, you're a kid, you're growing up, and you're always taught in hockey: take it to the net, drive the net, drive the net. You drive the net. I think that honestly they overprotect goalies. I think, but a situation like that where the New York player got bumped right in the middle of the back, and he goes forward and makes contact with the goalie. He didn't hurt him, but he took him right out of the net, and then they end up putting the puck in an empty net. I just
remember back in your day when you like they came out of that crease, they were like green light, like another jersey.
Man, forget about it. It's like goalies.
Prober would just run. That was amazing.
What, when Proby suck at the goalie?
Yeah, or just like running him. Like the goalie's going to stop the puck behind the net, and then like just fucking guy doesn't even go for the puck. He just like lays.
I think it was a Montreal goaltender. He sucked it. He just drilled them.
Oh man.
Yeah, listen, you could make, again, back in the day, you could drive the net and kind of lose control and hit the goalie, go in the net. You might get a penalty. But today, you can't come close. And, yeah, all those calls, they all go right to Toronto. Those no-goal, you challenge it. And
back in the day, they probably they were like, take the puck to the net. Worst-case scenario, you, like, get a piece of the goalie.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Like, I mean, it was kind of like, fuck, I don't know. But, that goal, I just didn't know, like, I mean, I don't know. It did happen fast. I don't really have an opinion on it. I just, went to...
Well, the thing is, they send it to the league, and then they look at it, right? Colin Campbell, obviously the vice president of hockey operations, Chris King, and I think it's Steve Walkham is the other guy that, the former official that oversees all the officials. So, they look at it in Toronto, and then they make the decision on it,
and that decision that could Yeah, I hate to say it, but it could be, in the long run, cause the series, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's a different feel, a different story if the Rangers are up right now.
No,
But
definitely a different feel. But it's one game. Listen,
it is, yeah.
you got to win 4, and I'm sure the Rangers are good enough to bounce back. But you look at honestly, Pittsburgh. Maybe I thought they were long in the tooth before the series started, but with experience, guys like Crosby and Malkin, Letang, maybe they're looking at this as, and I'm sure they are, their last run at it together, right? Who knows? And,
what do you think, Homer?
Yeah,
Barry,
Homer.
The producer. What do you think?
Producer Barry, he's a Homer.
Homer.
What do I think is it was a terrible call.
Are you just saying that because Pittsburgh won and now you're free to say that, or?
No. When it happened, I thought it was ridiculous. The guy was hit. I mean, it was cut me a break. If you're going to take the guy out of the play and you're right in front of the net, he hits the goaltender. Hey, you caused the problem. But you know what I want to know, Chris? Have you ever seen a player take a swing at a ref?
I think O'Reilly did. I never did. I knocked a linesman down once. I was trying to get at a player against Washington, Alan Hanksleben, and I pulled away, and he was holding. His name was Tim Flaherty, and he fell, and I ended up getting suspended. I think 2 games for abuse of official, but. The fact of the matter is the fucking guy couldn't stand up on skates. He didn't even belong in the NHL as a linesman. So that's why he fell.
What's the worst thing you ever heard a player say to a ref? Can you think of anything? Like the refs behind microphone, like it's pretty funny. Like it goes back and forth, right? Like
yeah,
like you're not talking to a ref without swearing.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard anything that you remember that's just for me, I heard a player, this wasn't in pro, but he was literally like, I fucked your wife. It was just like, no, you didn't. A, B, like relax. But just freaking out. I don't know if you ever had a experience where someone said shit.
I heard some bad shit, but I used to, honestly, anytime I ever said anything, I got screwed, that I had no leeway. It's not like, I had an A or a C on my shirt. I was the guy who, causing shit out there.
Another all-star. Just another all-star.
No, I was causing shit out there. I'm making this guy's night. I'm making him work for his fucking money.
You were under the microscope to begin with, so it's like what you had no. Yeah, I get it. For sure.
Big time microscope, no leeway. And honestly, when there were times I said shit that, I was kind of like a great white shark, And when they attack and their eyes go white and they roll back in their head, that's how I would be when I.
Well, and plus, if I'm guessing, but like with someone with your role, like you're expected to get these penalty minutes, you don't want to get like unnecessary, like it looks bad, like Wayne Simmons, 2 penalties, 2 power play goals, right? Like in the other, Toronto, you know what I mean? And it's like, did that determine the game? I don't know, but I know for him, it just looks bad. It's like, I don't know, but.
But you got their coach saying it's going to be a violent series.
No, I don't blame Wayne Simmons at all. I just think one of them was a fucking pretty good one where he cross-checked, fucking broke his stick over Perry's wrist or something. I like Wayne. I like the way he plays. Who's the worst ref you ever saw?
The one I didn't care for Bruce Hood. Back at the beginning of my career, and Kerry Frazier, I absolutely despise him. I could not stand him. His face, his hair.
You just hate.
He was always up my ass.
He had you just want to.
He had no personality with me. He wouldn't there was Andy Van Hellemond. I'll tell you, he was one that would talk to me. He was nice. He said, Knuckles, take it easy tonight. Be careful. I'm calling the game, but just be careful what you do out there because I'm not just gonna put the whistle away, And Frazier, he just fucking give me this look all the time. You smug little prick, he was. And,
like he just had that face. Like you would, if you didn't even know him, like you would probably just punch him, like at the bar or something if you saw him. Like he just had that look.
I'd give him a noogie for sure.
Like a swirly?
I'd noogie him, just getting him a headlock and noogie his head. Yeah. Kerry Frazier. But it's crazy, like when he retired. You know, he went through some difficult times. You know, obviously I remember that he called one penalty here in Quebec. He called it a goal, and there was goaltender interference. Apparently, he called it a no goal against Quebec. And did he ever get abused by the Nordiques and the coach and coaching staff? There was so much in the newspaper about him. He had a tough time there for a bit, and he bounced back. But yeah, he was not well liked by a lot of people. I think I'm like one of his only friends now.
Oh, now you're friends with him?
Kerry?
Yeah, no, I mean,
he would come on my show. I had him on my show when I had that show on that station here in Montreal, and he would come on, and I would always have him on. I had him on once a week, but we'd have him on when some idiot would do something stupid and get suspended, and we'd talk about the suspension or a goal or a no goal. Like, I would love to get his take on that goal the other night.
What'd you think about Clifford's hit?
You know, marginal penalty. The guy, you know, he catches up to the guy, and it was kind of, he hit him from the side, in the back. The guy wasn't just facing the boards; he kind of turns him into the boards. So,
yeah, you can't. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You can't like act like you're surprised. You gotta fucking, you know, like
yeah.
Especially in today's game, like you know. It's almost like they should, you know, today's game, they should have like the stop sign on the back of the jersey. But
yeah, for
no,
sure.
yeah, it was, you know, and I know in the heat of the moment, it's like he's doing what he's supposed to be doing, just fucking like a pit bull out there.
Yeah, and listen, you know, and rightly so, I guess. And Frazier always said about me. I remember I got suspended for hitting Middleton, and in the hearing afterwards, I said, you know what? You're always after me. I said it right in the hearing. You should have been looking at the play. Instead, you're looking at me. The puck had gone up the ice. I said, you're looking at me. And I said it right in the hearing. And I said, because you're always looking at me. You never give me a break. You never cut me any slack. And I was all over him.
I can only imagine what he was thinking.
I got suspended 8 games. Oh, and boy, did I.
You're like giving him the throat cut. You're like, hey, Kerry, fucking
hated him. After that day, even more so than I ever. Hey, listen to the penalty he gave me. He gave me and they don't have this penalty anymore. A 10-minute major, and what the 10-minute major was, and it used to be in the rule book, but they've changed it. It's 10-minute major for attempt to injure and cause injury. So we had to play 10 minutes shorthanded.
Oh.
Yeah. In that game, we got fucking smoked.
How many goals did they score?
I think 3.
Oh, man.
Yeah, they smoked us. I felt terrible. But you know what?
Like you served 10. Are you out of the game? Or you?
I was fucking gone.
Oh,
too.
you're not like
10,
in the box.
Yeah, I got
for
a
10
misconduct.
minutes just watching 3. Okay.
Yeah, they gave my fucking father a misconduct. You know, they gave my whole family one. Fucking assholes. But
said 10 minutes to 9 runs.
Yeah, the whole family got fucking screwed because of me. No, but
that's awesome.
Yeah, but that's Kerry Frazier in a nutshell. He screwed me again, the bastard.
But you're friends, you know, but you're best friends today.
Why didn't you like Bruce Hood?
Why didn't I like Bruce Hood? Bruce Hood, he blamed me for the brawl against Quebec. Meanwhile, Dale Hunter got my center iceman, Guy Carbonneau, down in the ice, punching him in the head, cross-checking him in the head. And I come in, you know, like the Lone Ranger, come in to the rescue. Come on. And then Randy Mola steps in, going to try and give me the business, and I popped him. And away we went. But it wasn't just me. Hunter started the whole thing. And in his book, God rest his soul, Bruce Hood, he passed on now, he blamed that whole thing on me when it was his fault. Fucking idiot. Lost control of the game.
What do you think the craziest, like, suspension? I mean, you got, like, McSorley with the baseball swing on Brashear's head. You got Bertuzzi, who with Dominic, or Moore, not Dominic, but... And then I just thought about it because you said Dale Hunter. I remember that hit on Turgeon after the goal.
Yeah.
Like, all 3 of those. Like, what do you think was the worst suspension? I mean, you know what I mean? That obviously deserved, but, like... was just kind of fucking like, gee.
I think do you think the one clubbing someone in the head was the worst?
I don't. I mean,
come on. We look at clubbing a baby seal. Everybody hates when you club a baby seal.
I was like, I hope we never see that again. But yeah, I mean,
that was kind of crazy.
The thing is, though, I think
Marty McCrazy.
I hate to say this, but we probably all thought about doing that at one point, right? Like, you just didn't do it. But yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
And when you do something bad, it's the worst feeling because it brings.
Fuck. I mean,
like the whole Middleton thing, just like put all the attention on me off of the team, and it's not like I meant to hit him, but it's not like I meant to do that.
I feel bad when I like yell at my wife. I can only imagine.
Yeah. Well, you should. You should.
I don't yell at her. I just talk louder is what I'm saying.
I can't remember the last time I talked louder to Jamie. So we're going to have to go to therapy for this, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Especially like all the hatred of the referees. Like you might have to go like immediately.
You're going to get canceled
immediately after this show.
Get canceled for yelling
you should
at
call
your
your
wife.
Therapist and just, release all, there's a lot of hatred. Of your best friends, apparently, too. I can only imagine what you say about me, but we'll, hopefully.
No, all good things about you.
No, I know.
Why would I say anything bad?
Oh, well, I
mean, when it came down to look for a partner in this
know?
podcast, I was looking for a partner in this podcast. I fucking picked you. Look how many guys I have to pick from. Holy
Does Carrie
fuck.
Fraser know you guys are best friends? Or is it just like you were best friends, but he's like a...
We're not best friends.
No, well, you're good friends.
No,
I
consider him a friend.
All joking aside, I know he's...
I don't hate him like I used to. Hate's such a strong word. And I had extreme dislike for him when I was...
Hate is a strong word.
It is.
Like, you got to, like, really not want to be in the same... Like, I hate our producer.
Really?
No, I don't hate him.
No.
I hate him.
Producer Barry? He's so lovable.
Yeah. No,
Are you kidding me?
I don't hate him. No, but hate is a strong word. Yeah.
When we bring him on this podcast, if we ever have a female following, they're going to be all over Barry. They're going to... Because... You know why? Because we pick on him.
Yeah, everyone does root for, everyone wants to be on the victim side, right? We're just the fucking bullies.
Because every time we're going to do a podcast together, Tim, he's going to say to us, me too.
Oh, he already has. He's already said, like, us three. He's like, us three got to do, it's like, wait, what, us three? So I don't know. Me too. Me too can mean a lot in this situation because like anything we talk about doing in the future, Barry could be like, me too. Like I'm involved, and then obviously just thinking like we bully him, but I don't know.
Yeah, and he knows he's a bully.
He thinks he
bullied that guy Jeff Goldblum. Right?
Yeah. Oh, Big Bad Barry.
Big Bad Barry Reese.
Fuck yeah, should release that for sure.
The producer. Oh.
Yeah.
What a mean guy he is.
Big Barry Reese or something. I don't know. It sounded kind of, I don't
Jeff
know.
Goldblum sounded like such a pussy. Yeah. He really did. Yeah. Oh, Big Bad Barry Reese. I had to go home and tell my mother he was picking on me. So my mother told me to stand up to him. So I did. Way to go, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff.
Kind of big friend Barry Reese.
But you had the wrong guy. It was David Schwartz that he was going.
Stop fucking protecting yourself here.
Yeah,
he wants to look innocent.
You have to get the story right.
Yeah, no. Look at Barry's trying to look innocent now.
He said David Schwartz was picking on him, but then I was with David Schwartz.
Yeah, you were like the muscle.
So you're the muscle.
You were the
muscle.
Yeah.
So
I'm the muscle.
Yeah, you didn't tell David Schwartz to stop.
That doesn't eliminate that you're not a fucking bully.
You're a fucking bully
like,
too.
You're a bully. So
listen,
we're not,
when me and Tim go in and rob a bank, okay, and I shoot the guy, and Tim is going down too. All right, so Barry, you and Schwartzy, you're fucking in it together. Yeah, you know what, Tim? I've had it with talking about referees, honestly, because game time is in about, 6-7 hours, and I know we're going to be talking about them again tonight here. One of these guys is going to do something tonight that's going to screw up the game.
You watch the games just like, wait, like when am I going to hate the refs?
Yeah,
like you're not really.
You know
at
what's
what
point
am I going to be like, I knew it. These refs suck.
There's going to be something. Either a goal, something, a bad penalty, something.
No, I'm
excited. It's going to happen tonight in the NHL. So I've had enough of refs for now. I need a little break from them because it'll be happening again in a few hours.
Shower, massage, take a deep breath.
Yeah.
Good.